Almost everyone loves chocolate. It is a sweet treat that people enjoy all over the world. We eat it in candy bars, cakes, and hot drinks. It makes birthdays and holidays feel special. The taste of chocolate is rich and wonderful, and it can make us feel happy. This amazing food comes from a special plant, but its future is in trouble. We need to understand the story of chocolate to help protect it. The journey from a small bean to the chocolate bar in your hand is a long one, and it connects us all to farmers and forests far away. Think about the last time you ate a piece of chocolate. Did you wonder where it came from? Chocolate begins its life as a bean inside a colorful pod. These pods grow on the cacao tree. These trees are very picky about where they grow. They need just the right amount of rain and sunshine. They also need warm weather all year round. This is why you will only find cacao farms in a few special places on our planet. These places are close to the Earth's equator, in hot and humid regions that provide the perfect home for these sensitive plants to thrive. The love for chocolate is not a new thing. People have been enjoying it for thousands of years. The ancient Maya and Aztec people in Central America were the first to discover the magic of cacao. They ground the beans to make a bitter, foamy drink. They believed it was a gift from the gods and even used the beans as money. When explorers brought cacao back to Europe, people started adding sugar to it. This turned the bitter drink into the sweet chocolate we know and love today. Our global craving connects us back to these ancient traditions, so this delicious treat has a long and important history. It connects people across different cultures and centuries. Every time we enjoy a piece of chocolate, we are part of this story. But a new chapter is beginning, and it is a worrying one. Our planet is changing, and these changes are making it harder for the special cacao trees to grow. We have to pay attention to this problem. If we want to keep enjoying chocolate for many more years, we need to understand the challenges that our favorite treat is now facing. It's a story about more than just candy. It's about people and our planet.
Cacao trees are like fussy houseplants, but much bigger. They need to live in a very specific kind of home. This home is usually found in a narrow band of land around the middle of the earth. Countries like Ghana, Côte d'Ivoire, also known as Ivory Coast, and Indonesia are the world's biggest cocoa producers. In these places, millions of small farms are dedicated to growing cacao. The farmers who run these farms often work very hard for very little money. Their lives depend on getting a good harvest from their trees each year. The entire process requires a lot of patience and expert care. Growing cocoa is a delicate process that takes a lot of work. The cacao pods do not all ripen at the same time, so farmers must check their trees often. They use long knives called machetes to carefully cut the ripe pods from the branches. Inside each pod is a sticky white pulp and about 30 to 50 beans. The farmers scoop out the pulp and beans and leave them to ferment. This is a very important step. Fermenting gives the beans their special chocolatey flavor. Without this step, they would not taste like chocolate at all. After the beans have fermented for about a week, they need to be dried. Farmers spread them out on large mats or tables under the hot tropical sun. They have to turn the beans regularly to make sure they all dry evenly. This can take another week or more. Once the beans are dry, they are packed into big sacks. These sacks are then sold and shipped to factories all over the world. At the factory, the beans are roasted, ground, and mixed with sugar and milk to become the chocolate bars and candies that we buy in the store. From the farmer's field to the factory, the journey is long and complex. It shows how connected we are to people in other parts of the world. The chocolate bar you eat in Europe or North America likely started its life on a small family farm in West Africa. This global chain connects our sweet cravings to the livelihoods of millions of farmers. It also connects chocolate directly to the health of the planet, especially the tropical forests where cacao trees grow best. This connection is now under threat from a big problem: climate change. Our planet is getting warmer. This is called climate change. It is happening because of human activities, like burning fuel for cars and factories. These activities release gases into the air that trap the sun's heat, like a blanket around the Earth. This makes the weather everywhere more extreme and unpredictable. We are seeing more heat waves, longer periods without rain, and bigger storms. While this affects everyone, it is a huge problem for sensitive plants like the cacao tree. The delicate balance that these trees need to survive is being upset by our changing climate. Cacao trees are not built for big changes. They have adapted over thousands of years to a very stable, warm, and rainy climate. But now, that climate is becoming unstable. Rising temperatures mean the trees get too hot and thirsty. They need a lot of moisture, but climate change can cause long, dry spells called droughts. When there is not enough rain, the cacao pods do not grow properly, or the trees might not produce any pods at all. On the other hand, climate change can also bring too much rain at once, causing floods that can damage the trees and wash away precious soil. This is a serious problem for cocoa farmers. Their whole life depends on their crops. When the harvest is bad because of the weather, they do not have enough beans to sell. This means they earn less money to support their families, buy food, and send their children to school. Some farmers are forced to move to new areas to find land where cacao can still grow. Often, this means cutting down forests to make room for new farms. This makes climate change even worse because forests are very important for absorbing those heat-trapping gases from the air. For people who love chocolate, this is also bad news. If farmers cannot grow as much cocoa, there will be less chocolate available in the world. When something is rare, its price usually goes up. This means that in the future, chocolate could become much more expensive. It might become a luxury treat that not everyone can afford. The problem that starts with a struggling tree in Ghana can end with an empty space on the candy shelf in your local shop. The fate of the farmer and the fate of the chocolate lover are tied together. The connection between our planet's health and our chocolate supply is clear, but there is good news. We are not helpless. There are simple but powerful things we can do to help protect both. One of the easiest steps is to be a thoughtful shopper. When you buy chocolate, look for special labels on the wrapper. Certifications like Fairtrade or Rainforest Alliance mean the chocolate was made in a way that is better for farmers and the environment. These programs help farmers earn a fair price and teach them how to grow cocoa without harming forests. Another way to help is by thinking about how we can reduce our impact on the planet in our daily lives. Simple actions can make a big difference when many people do them. We can reduce waste by recycling and avoiding single-use plastics. We can save energy by turning off lights and electronics when we are not using them. Walking, biking, or using public transport instead of a car helps reduce the gases that cause global warming. These small changes help protect the climate that all living things, including cacao trees, depend on to survive. Supporting companies that are trying to do the right thing is also important. Many chocolate makers are now working directly with farmers. They are helping them plant new trees that are stronger and can handle hotter, drier weather. They are also teaching them farming methods that are kinder to the earth, like planting other trees alongside cacao to provide shade and keep the soil healthy. This is called agroforestry. It helps protect wildlife and creates a better environment for the cocoa to grow, ensuring a future for the farms and the forests they are part of. Working together is the key to solving this sweet problem. From the farmers in Ghana to the chocolate lovers around the world, we all have a role to play. By making smart choices and caring for our planet, we can ensure that cacao trees continue to thrive. We can help farmers have better lives and protect the beautiful rainforests. This way, we can all keep enjoying our favorite chocolatey treats for many generations to come. Every small, positive action helps build a better, sweeter, and healthier world for everyone.